Right, so we're nearing the end. One thing I want to show you guys how to do the final Camera Raw edits, but if you've gotten this far after doing the frequency separation and you notice you might have some problems as I do with mine, like here in his neck, there's some transparency, opacity problems going on, and then there's this very bright halo effect on this side of his face. We're going to clear that up, and I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So basically what we want is we first want to get a composite of this one without the background. So I'm going to turn the background off, click up here, and I'm going to hold Shift, Alt, Option, Command E, create the composite there. I'm going to name this composite with halo. The halo I want to remove, I can turn these two off now. And actually down here, when I did the removal of the reds here, I actually, before I did any other edits, which started to give the halo effect on his face and messed up some of the opacity problems, I have a pretty good hard edge of his face going on here. So we're actually going to use this instead of my problem halo one, but just that very edge of his face. So I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to create a composite of this real quick. Shift, Alt, Option, Command E. I'll name this one composite no halo. You can turn these off now. And I'm going to bring this one right below the composite I have here, no halo, or with halo. So I can turn this background on now if I like. And so here's the one, all the edits, but I don't want this part of the face, some problems going on there. So what I'm going to do is create a quick mask here. And you might have guessed it, I'm going to command click, get a selection. You know what, I don't even need to get a selection of his face. I'm just going to paint out with black, as you can see, the halo portions that I don't want. And it's showing the harder edge jaw without the problems right here below it. So I'm just going to keep painting out there. Alright, it's pretty good. I can paint back in maybe a little bit. There we go. And if I wanted to be even more super precise with this, there's a few other methods of getting rid of. I'd probably use the pen tool to get rid of some more of the white edges of the halo and on his face there. But not bad, right? So before and after, right? Pretty good job. And I can even make a composite of this if I like. Which we will actually do. So now that we're getting into the final Camera Raw edits, I'm going to go ahead and make a final composite with just these two, composite halo, composite no halo, and the background selected. Shift, Alt, Option, Command E, and I'm going to bring that up to the top. Kind of what I have going on right here, and you can see I've made my edits already there. So we'll name this one Camera Raw Final, Camera Raw. Turn it into a smart object, and you're going to go up and do your Camera Raw filter here. Make all of those edits. Here you can adjust temperature some. All right, maybe give it a little bit more tonal skin color to his skin there. You can mess around with the tint if you think you need to. Exposure, darks, probably don't need to do much there. Put that one back at 0. Contrast, maybe a little bit there. Go down. Don't think we need to worry about. We don't want texture. You can even maybe de-texture very softly a little bit. Vibrance. It's always nice to pump up the vibrance, and obviously not too much for this one, but pump it up a little bit. Come down to curve. If you think there's too many reds in here, maybe tone down the reds just a smidge. even there if you like. Bring some little bit pinkish color. Not a lot to do there. Here, you could probably mess some. This face maybe. Not a lot. There we go. Can increase the pinkness of his face, decrease it. Greens, tone down the color of his shirt obviously. Pump it up some. Make it a lime color shirt. And so subtly mess around with each one of these. They do help the final before and after picture, obviously. And then you can hit OK. Zoom out, and then turn back on your original. And there we have our before and after. Alright, so that is all on how to remove the halo and then to do your final camera raw and turn back your original. Save it, upload it to Schoology.